All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CAGcast episode number 716. I'm your host, GPD, here in Long Island, New York. And as always, we're joined by a man who's heavily invested into NFTs, nerdy fucking toys, Wombat.
You can see them over my shoulder.
They're everywhere.
I know. They
They're
really
all
are.
around
It's just
you.
that when in that little small area, it makes it seem like there's a lot more.
There's a roller coaster, though. That's a big roller coaster.
That is a big roller coaster. That's true.
It's an NFT.
That's right.
That's your
And
kind of
there's
NFT.
There's the Thanos glove and a Deadpool. It's pretty cool. I also have the Robert Pattinson Batman behind me.
It's starting to look like the Nerd Box, the Nerd Crew. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Shipwreck's looking like the Nerd Store.
Yeah, he has a shop.
a mall. Super Center? How you doing, Ship? Is everything okay?
I was gonna say, we're not allowed to make fun of Ship this week.
Right. Are you okay? He seems okay. He's smiling.
I'm okay. Yeah. Like, I wanted the Bengals to win.
Right.
They were close to winning.
Yep.
Like, what else you gonna do? Like,
right.
That's the way the the cookie crumbles, I guess.
Yeah. It was a
Oh,
that's no good. I found the Snapchat filter with the LA Rams uniform, and I'm rubbing it into the face by
it's
cheering.
not like I have anything against the Rams though. Like, I have a big nothing for any kind of feelings for the Rams. Like, there's just
nobody
a void
does,
there of
apparently.
any kind of feeling for the Rams.
Apparently they're having a parade, but nobody's showing up.
Some people showed up.
Sure. The Rams
I don't
showed
know.
up.
We're having a rally right now in Cincinnati for the Bengals. People showed up there as well.
And you're still wearing your Bengals gear, I see.
Sure.
The Bengals wearing glasses? What's going on there?
If your team,
if they were wearing glasses, they would have caught those drop balls.
She got laser surgery.
Oh.
The sun could have reflected in the glasses.
Would glasses that help the offensive line find the guys? Was that the problem? They couldn't see the guys that they were trying to block?
Yes. It's like, oh, Aaron Donald. Where's Aaron Donald?
Where did he go?
They all had carbonite blindness.
Yeah. The amazing thing is we had the 30th ranked offensive line in the NFL this year out of 32 teams. And we played in the Super Bowl. So there's positives.
Right. I'm really glad you didn't go to the Super Bowl now.
I'd say they reminded me of when the Rams last played in a Super Bowl before this one, which was a couple of years ago when they just weren't quite ready for it yet, but they were there.
Yeah, this was not supposed to be our year. I mean, we may never get there again. Who knows? Because it's the NFL and anything can happen. But
rampant cheating.
Yeah, this was not intended to be our year to get there. This was a rebuilding year 3 of the rebuild.
So it's a bonus, just a bonus.
Yeah, it's a bonus. It's a bonus Super Bowl. Who doesn't love a bonus Super Bowl? It's fun to have your team in the Super Bowl. Wanda, I don't know. I don't know if you know that.
I don't.
I feel like there's all these teams, like the Jets and the Bengals are definitely in the same crowd, even though the Jets have won a Super Bowl before.
Yeah, when Joe Namath was the quarterback.
Right. There's
Super
this
Bowl 3
perennial these teams never even sniff a Super Bowl group of teams, right? Like I would be thrilled if the Jets or the Lions or the Jaguars or the Jaguars were in it at one point, right?
I think so. Were they?
Jaguars, yeah. I remember those Jaguars.
All of a sudden, the Jaguars were in it one year.
Jaguars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jaguars, speaker wires.
If you have an electric Jaguar, you use your Jaguar.
Hold on, what are those cables that you plug into your speakers? What do you call those? From the speaker to the receiver chip.
Speaker wire.
Right. And then what's the football team?
Jaguar.
Now I can't even say it. All I want to say is Jaguar now, which sounds like an insult.
Why? Why would it be an insult?
Get off my lawn, you Jaguar.
Oh, yeah, it does.
It does.
I'm glad you didn't take my advice and you didn't go to the Super Bowl, because imagine laying out all that dough and then fucking losing. That'd be horrible.
Nobody in Cincinnati is overly like we certainly on Monday and Sunday night it's like, oh, we were so close, but now everybody's like, hey, we had a really good season,
right? But there's a big difference between spending like $30,000 and not spending $30,000 and losing.
Sure.
Losing, spending $30,000, losing, not spending $30,000. One of those.
This is the first time ever I've watched a sports game, and my just sitting there, my Apple Watch all of a sudden gives me the warning about my heart rate being too high.
What?
Yeah, that's the first time. That's the first time that's ever happened.
What? I've never even heard of that. What are you talking? What is?
Oh, it's a thing. Yeah, it's like if you're. I think on mine it was like if it went 100 above 120 BPMs,
and you're not moving,
right? Like it's
wow. I didn't even know that was a thing. Wow.
Yeah, it was a thing on. It was that 3rd and 8 play that had the questionable holding on us, like right at the end of the game. Because
you mean when the refs decided who should win the game?
Whatever. I'm not going to blame anything on the refs. I think both teams played a pretty clean game.
I appreciated seeing the betting odds during the pregame show, just right alongside the content they were delivering. I thought that was like a really classy touch.
Yeah, but it was that emotion of like, yes, we knocked it down, and then seeing the flag come out, and then realizing, oh, we're going to lose another Super Bowl in the last 2 minutes of the game. That was the heart attack area right there.
Look, gamblers are going to gamble, and it's all a sham.
It's all good. Burrow doesn't need surgery. It's fine. But
yeah,
I don't know.
Maybe next year.
What kind of food?
Commercials and a halftime show too.
What kind of food? The halftime show was good.
Mm-hmm.
People liked it. I mean, not the racist people. They didn't like it.
Our kicker liked it.
He did? I didn't. Yeah. Why? What was he doing?
He stayed out during halftime to watch the
he was the only one.
Well, he's like they don't. You don't go into the locker room at halftime and go like, okay, this is what we're going to do differently in our kicking game in the second half.
Right,
we need to kick it differently through the upright.
Yeah, he doesn't need to hear the coach talk about what the defense needs to change up.
Right, you don't want to get in your kicker's head. You just want him to like be in his own little space. So he just normally stays out there during halftime. Like, what else is he going to do?
Right, that's cool. That's good to be the kicker, I guess. Just sort of do your own thing, and you don't get hit that much. Also good. Meanwhile, that halftime show was just the Up in Smoke tour from 2000. Which is a good thing. That was a very good concert. That was one of my favorite concerts.
Too? Was 50 part
50
of that?
was not at that. Maybe in select cities he was, but not at the Nassau Coliseum, which is the one that I went to.
That checks.
Nate G, I think, was there.
Okay.
If you think about how old that music is, you still have to go back over a decade before the Bengals were in a Super Bowl. That's how long ago it was.
Should we do some show feedback?
Sure. There wasn't a ton, which I guess I should talk more about how football is fixed, because that's the only way we get comments.
People like that discussion?
Yeah. El Billo on YouTube had to say, Cheapy, thanks for the warning about Sifu. That's an important game aspect for me. I tried to play Dreamscaper, but it seemed like there were a lot of combos and the blocking was the deal breaker for me. Quit at the first boss, getting too old to learn every game specific button methoding. So there you go. You're doing a service.
Yeah.
About games.
When you hit pause and you see all the moves on the screen, like so many moves. Like I personally unlock the moves that are easiest to do. That's how I base the moves that I'm going to unlock. Like if it's like so many, I have to memorize stuff. I'm not unlocking that one. If it's like
you're unlocking the I can hit X another time and it does an even better move.
Right. Hold Y for 3 seconds. Perfect. I could do that all day long. Hold Y for 5 seconds. Great. But yeah, when it's like X, Y, X down, if there's directions involved, that's like automatically disqualifies that from getting unlocked.
So Dashiell's been playing a lot of that Transformers. What was it? It was the good one, the Platinum Games one.
Devastation.
Yeah, Transformers Devastation. He's played through that like 3 times here recently. Just plows through it. But so after that, he in between that, I caught him like playing with his Transformers, the actual figures. After that, and as he's battling them, he's doing he's shouting out button combos as they're battling, and they get into the like stalemates.
Right.
Like where you have to hit the button a whole bunch of times. And
Right.
he's just sitting there with both fingers going beep 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 beep.
Just as the Transformer story writers intended.
Yeah, it's pretty fantastic.
That's great. He's that's good.
He subscribes to your combo theory of just
come on.
Give me the all the X's I can handle, and then throw in the Y for like that finisher, right? Like
that's a young man's game. That's either
right.
That's like a college age.
I only want to switch if I have to switch the button in the middle of the combo. I need a prompt on the screen to let me know. Oh, now I switch to Y. Otherwise, forget it.
Sifu could actually benefit from more of that, like a little more hand holding. Like, how about doing this combo once in a while, you fucking moron? Like,
no, we're not allowed to add easy modes to games anymore. Don't
people
you know?
Are gonna riot. I think
people get upset.
I think but I think you can still do it. And the people get you just ignore the people who get upset. That's kind of the way to go on that. But yeah, I definitely feel like a little too old for Sifu. What else we got here, Wombat?
This is from the corrections department, from Beto Buster.
Okay.
The Genosians were the aliens who created the first Death Star plans. They were the winged aliens at the arena. Camino is the planet where the clones were.
Oh God!
You got
I'm so
that?
glad I don't know that.
You understand now, Ship?
Yeah, I got that one wrong.
I don't want to have to.
I feel really bad that I got that one wrong.
As you should.
I don't even remember the winged people.
I don't either, but
I've only seen that was two. Two was the one with the arena.
Yeah.
I think I only saw that one once.
I just know many Bothans died to bring me that information.
I just remember being so disappointed after waiting online to see all three of those movies. It's like, nope.
I remember being so excited for episode 1, like so excited.
Yep.
And we all went because I was in college at the time, and we all went as a group and we watched it, and then it ended, and it wasn't even like disappointment as much as it was just like
boredom.
Yeah. Like we left and just.
Right.
I like 1. I think episode 1 is a fine Star Wars movie. I think Jar Jar even has his place if you're trying to get to a younger generation. But
if you're looking for a cash grab, Jar Jar has his place.
Yeah. After that, I think they lost the thread completely.
Are we on this? Watch this.
What? Caminoans? Camino
dudes.
Camino is truck in Spanish, isn't it? Or road. Yeah, whatever. You don't know how I'm spelling it in my speech. All right, should we watch this?
Sure.
What lame movies have you watched?
Oh my God, I watched so many lame movies. It was Valentine's Day weekend, so my wife and I watched movies together. And the first
You don't normally watch movies together?
No, usually we do not, actually.
Really? Is that true?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I watch 99% of the stuff that I watch with Mrs. GB.
Okay, to be fair, my wife sits in that chair, actually other shoulder, over there, all day long. And I sit in this chair all day long.
Okay.
So when it comes to like nighttime,
she's sick of looking at your back.
Room, and I go into the other room.
Really? Wow. Wow. I don't know how I feel about that. Not happy.
We spend all day together.
But just like looking at each other.
Until like 8 o'clock at night. And then at 8 o'clock, we spend like 2 hours apart. And then I go to bed.
Huh. Interesting.
I think it's fine. Trust me. We're very happy.
But you're not consuming your entertainment together.
Not always, unless it's the Love Boat. But that's a whole other situation. Because
nobody can resist Love Boat as soon as that music comes on.
Every night at 6 o'clock. which is dinner time.
On what
So
channel?
that's
What station is the
it's
Love Boat
on
on?
Decades. Mhm. And
I've
we
never
have
heard of
that
that.
on. That's like our background dinner show.
Wow, Matt,
every
name
night.
5 cable networks that I've never heard of that are actually real cable networks.
Decades,
Right.
Comet. That is a real one.
That's
It's
over
pretty
the
good.
air. That's
Huh?
over the air. Comet's over the air.
That's fine. That
I'm just
counts.
saying.
I never heard of it.
It's on my cable.
That's where you can watch Buck
MeTV?
Rogers.
Ooh, that's good.
What about
MeTV?
MeTV?
No, I never heard of that.
What about
Really? Wow.
ready? I have a better one. MeTV 2.
Yeah, why even stick with the first one?
Yeah, when you don't have enough MeTV, when you want to
Uh-huh.
watch Black Sheep Squadron instead of Wild Wild West, then you have MeTV 2.
Right.
Let's see. Wait, I have to do one more now.
Yeah.
These are the stations,
Oh,
the majority
all
of the
arts.
stations that they have in the retirement homes.
All Arts. Do you watch all the All Arts channel?
Is
Because I
what-
happen to really like the All Arts channel.
What? Like, give me an what's on that channel?
Usually like great performances. I watched an all black cast performance of Much Ado About Nothing on that recently.
Of course.
Yeah.
Why
Uh-huh.
wouldn't you watch that?
It was interesting because it took place in modern day Atlanta as opposed to when Much Ado About Nothing takes place
Right.
normally.
Right. I get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That,
But anyway.
I have. Well, you did it. You named 5 TV networks I've never heard of.
I know. Wasn't that
Congratulations.
fun?
We also,
It was easy.
We're also convinced that the first Much Ado About Nothing was not in Atlanta. That's all we can say for
Right.
sure.
We
I'm
know.
just like,
trying to
we're not
think
sure where it
took
was
place.
at. It was,
Right.
I'm like, I don't
Europe.
want to be wrong. I
Probably
want to
Europe.
say it's not like it's not Verona. That's another play, but it
Right.
could have
That's-
been like,
that's the one that we know.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. Anyway,
Yeah. So you are, yeah, these are all over the air channels that are like the typical, like if you walk into a retirement home,
that's
What
what's
is-
on.
what is on the TVs?
Oh.
Yes, and it's like my favorite things to watch. It's I like watching.
What are you going to
old-
do in your retirement then?
Watch more of it and say this stuff is still great. I love Gopher.
Wow, I can't believe they have Me 4 here.
Oh my god,
Or
the
Me
Love Boat
TV
is
4.
the
What is it
Love Boat
called?
is amazing to me in every way, shape, and form. Like everything about it is amazing. But anyway, that's like a whole other show. I'm not even going to talk about the Love Boat.
Right. You
Yeah.
could do a
Tonight's
special
episode
episode.
had Tom Hanks on it though,
Oh,
in 1980.
that's exciting to see
Mm-hmm.
super celebrities of today.
Celebrities, Tom Hanks.
So what are these
Anyway.
movies that you've been watching that are horribly lame?
We watched Marry Me on Paramount Plus, which is also currently in theaters.
I saw a commercial for that, so I actually know what that is.
Yeah, that stars the Jennifer Lopez and what's his name? Owen Wilson from the Loki show.
Yes, Owen Wilson from Loki. That's
Yeah,
the
that's
first
how we
thing
know
that
That's
him.
the
people
thing
think
we
of.
know him from. Yep, I
Yeah.
know. That was the joke. Anyway, it's
Any jokes
cute.
in that movie?
That was a better joke than any joke in that.
That's
movie.
what I figured.
Yeah.
Fucking looks horrible.
I mean, it's exactly what you think it is. She's
Horrible.
You know, she's rich and famous and doesn't know how to do anything for herself. He's a down to earth single dad, and he still uses a flip phone.
What?
Yeah. So you know,
Hey, I like
how
a flip
are they
phone.
ever gonna fall in love? But they.
She's
do.
got a great ass. That's how.
I mean,
Everybody
you know,
could give up their flip phone for a great ass.
how will these two unusually attractive people ever learn how to stand each other?
This is the type of movie I'd watch on an airplane, like a 6-hour flight. I'd pick this out as something that just like, you know, if it gets cut off halfway through, I'm not going to be upset about it. Or like when they serve the meal and it interrupts the movie and everything. And the pilot interrupts the movie, I won't be too sad about that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And what's this other one?
The other one I watched was I Want You Back, which is on Amazon or Prime Video, whatever we're supposed to call it. That's with Charlie Day and Jenny Slate, where they have
Fuck?
their significant others break up with them. So
Oh,
they
I
conspire
know this
together
one.
to get
Okay.
them to break up with their new partners. And that one actually was kind of cute and had some funny moments where we did actually laugh at jokes in that one. That is a funnier, less conventional romantic comedy.
Right.
Yeah. So I recommend that. I actually think you and your wife might like that, GP.
We're not watching that shit. Mrs. Chibi does not want to watch any of that rom-com shit at all. Not at all. She's never once said, like, let's watch a rom-com.
I like rom-coms. My wife likes rom-coms.
That's fine.
I don't know why you're judging people who like them.
You would think that just because my wife is a woman that she's going to like romantic comedies.
I actually
the reality is she likes murder.
It's kind of anti-rom-com. That's why I recommended it. If I thought that you just like regular rom-coms, I would have said watch Marry Me, which is essentially a Hallmark movie with Jennifer Lopez in it.
She doesn't like anything. Murder. How much murder is in that?
There are no murders in either one of those movies.
It's awful.
Yeah, they're both. You know, I mean, Marry Me was all right. I didn't hate it. I wasn't like angry when it was over. But
do we get to see J-Lo in a bikini?
I don't think so.
How about Owen Wilson?
Yes.
Perfect. Mm-hmm. We started watching Raised by Wolves season 2. That's on HBO Max. Did you watch that at all? The first season?
I started the first season. I think I made it like 2 or 3 episodes in, and I was like,
It gets pretty cool. I mean, I think what attracts me the most to it is like it's basically Star Wars, but it's the religious people versus the atheists. And there's other shit going on too, but a big component of it is the religious people versus the atheists having a space war. But it's all sort of
which is the analogous to the Geonosians in this scenario.
They're all everybody appears to be human on this. But there's robots too, or androids as well. But there's no aliens in this really. It's just you either believe that there's the god is called Soul and there's all these relics and shit, or you don't believe in that and you believe in like computers and stuff.
It's SOL.
Wait, so if you believe in God, you can't use a computer?
No, you can't.
You in computers, you can't look at the sun?
No. But the atheists have a computer that basically tells them what to do. They're being run by an AI, a computer. They get orders from it. And one day it's going to like hand off the leadership to them. So in many ways,
the atheists all have their own religion. And that's the religion of the AI.
Technology. Yes. It's cool.
So what is the real religion?
God, I don't know. It's only a few episodes into season 2.
This is some heady shit you got going on.
I mean, it's not that heady really, but it's got a nice production value. Do you like space tanks? That hover?
Meh.
You don't like space tanks that hover?
Not really. I'm caught up on Peacemaker though.
Is there any space tanks in that?
No.
Did it get less jokey? I heard that it might get less jokey.
It does. It does get less jokey.
Like
the last episode is tomorrow or today for those listening to the audio version. So I'm excited for that.
Is like does Amanda Waller's daughter ever stop making one-liners?
Yes. And she was in that Much Ado About Nothing that takes place in Atlanta. She was the star of that on the All Arts channel.
I didn't like that. It seemed unrealistic for her to keep just saying bad jokes all the time, even in serious situations.
No, that kind of goes away.
Good.
They sort of phase that out.
Okay, I'm coming back then. I
think it was one of those shows where they, were like, this is how the show is right now, but I think we're gonna, course correct a little bit, and they announced season 2 today.
Yes.
So
that's great. Okay, good. I'm gonna watch. I wanted to really like it. But it was getting too annoying.
I think it's worth following up on. I think some really interesting stuff happens. There's some darkness to it, especially the second to last episode. That beginning kind of like messes with you a little bit. So
right,
it's worth watching.
Okay.
Yep.
I will watch Peacemaker.
Did you watch Reacher?
Yes.
And
we like it.
All right.
It's pretty good. Yeah. I like. I don't know. Like the action scenes are well done. I will say, like the fight choreography is really good.
That fight in the prison bathroom is bananas.
Every fight is really good. Like they just like you see everything that happens. It's not like herky jerky. You can follow the action. And that guy, I don't know the actor's name, but he does
Alan Richardson,
Hawk from Titans, as we all know and love him. He seems to be very good at hurting people. He seems to be very good at that.
Yeah.
Don't
As
love
a man that size should.
right, but he lies about his height apparently.
Yeah,
He's
by
not
2
really.
inches.
3 inches.
3 inches.
Yes, the tall Reddit was discussing it.
There is literally no difference between 6'5" and 6'7" or whatever.
No, 6'2" and 6'5".
There's no difference between 6'2" and 6'5".
There is a difference. Do you want to know what the difference is? Shipwreck will tell you. Shipwreck will tell you the difference. Hold on, he's going to think about it for a second. I see his eyes moving.
It's the difference between a short guard and a tall guard.
Nope, it's the difference between like how you and one way that you live your life. Okay, I guess only tall people know this.
Yeah, you're gonna buy the tall clothes,
right? You can't go into a clothing store and buy.
Yeah, 6'2" is a normal sized dude, but he's still going into the. He can't buy from the normal rack.
One of the episodes, he goes into a Goodwill store and comes out with a new outfit, and all the people in the tall Reddit were like, "No, he's not going to find anything."
There is a moment later in the show where he has to do like a similar thing, and he can't.
Oh, okay. See, they acknowledge it.
Yeah, they do bring it back.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not a reason to not like the show. It's not a reason to not like the show, but it was funny. I saw that on the Reddit, and I was like, I noticed that immediately.
Did you watch more than the first episode?
Yeah, we watched maybe 3.
So you
no, two.
Okay.
I think there's some nudity in the 3rd episode, and I haven't seen that yet.
There's some. I think in the 2nd episode there's some nudity. Yes.
No.
No. Okay.
I don't know. Okay. I'm not 100% on that, but I don't know. I like it. I don't love it, but I like it so far.
Good. I enjoyed it very much, and there's a season 2 of that coming too. So.
Oh, that's good. Okay, good for that guy. I'm glad that guy could. Titans Titans got rough to watch. It was like I almost felt sorry for the actors because the story
because they kept making
dumb.
They really made Hawk seem like an incompetent asshole.
They made everybody seem like an asshole.
But
that show.
Character, in particular, he literally went out like an asshole in that show.
He totally did. But think about all the characters; they're almost all assholes. Like Robin is an asshole. Oh, both Robins are assholes. Nightwing's an asshole. Robin's an asshole. The Beast Boy is not an asshole.
No, and Raven isn't an asshole.
She wasn't even on the show. She left the show because she wasn't an asshole.
No, she's back.
Yeah, but I stopped watching because it got so bad.
Oh, she comes back at the end.
I don't know. I had to stop watching that show. I think once Hawk had his exit, I was like, I think I'm having my exit.
I am also glad, though, because, again, he seems like a nice guy. Nice enough guy. I mean, I don't know him personally.
We'll wait for some tweets to come out before we judge.
Well, isn't it the thing is anytime I like a show now, I'm like, please don't be an asshole.
I mean, that is a thing for sure.
That is the thing, right? You just don't ruin this for me. Just be normal.
Yes. In some news, the Uncharted movie is getting bad reviews. Big shock. Couldn't see that coming from the trailers.
I don't know. Speaking of problematic people.
What do you mean? Which one?
Mark Wahlberg.
He's problematic? What did he do?
He likes to cast Mel Gibson in all of the things that he produces, and I'm not a fan of that.
Oh, is he in this?
No, he's not in this because I think Mark Wahlberg is just an actor in this one.
Oh, okay.
But he has another movie coming out where it's Mark Wahlberg and Mel Gibson back again. Nope, I'm out.
Yeah, Mel Gibson, he deserved to be canceled for sure. But at least he's not in the Uncharted
movie, though.
He's not.
But are you going to see this?
No, I'm probably not. If it's on cable, it's going to be on cable.
I don't even love the Uncharted games. Why would I go see the Uncharted movie?
The story in the Uncharted games are pretty.
The Uncharted games are pretty. Other than the too much shooting, too many bullets. The sponginess of it is a little much, but. The games, the storylines were the best thing because the dialogue. The storylines are fine. The dialogue is what was good in the games.
Mm-hmm. I finished the last one. It was emotional.
I finished I didn't finish the one with the 2 ladies.
Mm-hmm.
I never finished that one. I don't think. But
I finished.
That was a cash grab.
2. I think I did the first 2.
It's good. The last one was emotional.
You're emotional.
I know. That's why it affected me. In other news, there's going to be a Bioshock movie on Netflix at some point. Who do you want to
kindly gonna watch it?
Who do you want to see as that guy? The
Andrew
Daddy?
Ryan.
Andrew Ryan, yeah.
Oh, it's Andrew Ryan.
Who?
I don't,
Some people said Willem Dafoe. Maybe they were
I don't know.
joking.
How old is Andrew Ryan supposed to be?
Will
That's
Arnett.
Sure,
Will Arnett is delightful.
Right.
he is delightful.
He could pull that off.
I think he could.
We
You gotta
did.
like that guy, right? Like, so.
We watched
I don't
more of Murderville. Did you watch any more Murderville, Ship, or you put you to sleep?
No, I haven't. I haven't.
Sleepville?
It's too hokey for me, I think.
Did you watch the Kumail one?
No.
Watch the Kumail one. The
watched some
Kumail one is
clips of
funny.
I watched some clips of the Marshawn Lynch one.
That one was okay.
And like the Will Arnett and the Marshawn Lynch part were fine, but like the actor like force feeding them the info, like, and that's how the show is supposed to be. Like, it's not like the actor's doing a bad job.
No,
it's
the
just
show
like,
is. It's not. You're looking at Murderville like you're solving the crime. That's. Yes, it's easy. It's easy. We know that you're smart and you can
I'm
do
not.
it. It's about the
I'm not trying
actors to see if they come into this situation where they don't know what's going on, and they have to not only pay attention to the crime in quotes, but also try to be entertaining and stuff like that. And that's the show, right? You think it's like too like forced?
Yeah, I think it's.
But it's sort of a game show for the guest
I like
stars.
the other side of the table. I like what Will Arnett and the guests are doing.
Right.
The rest of it is just
watch the Kumail one then, because that's mostly just them laughing at each other. No.
When they interrogate the guy in the locker room and the guy they're interrogating breaks, that's pretty good.
That one seems to have the most breaks, I feel. It was funny. All right, but Ship's not going to watch. He's out. He's tapping out.
I'll try a little bit of it more.
It's a good, like, I'm getting ready for bed and I need to put something on show.
That's just going to put me to sleep like it did the first time.
Yeah, that's the point. Yes, that was literally where I was going.
Oh,
when you can't find an episode of The Love Boat to watch.
It's funny.
It's not as good as The Love Boat.
All right. Do you want to do a word from our sponsor before we do the new releases?
Yeah, we'll hear from our friends at HelloFresh.
Fantastic, then.
What is HelloFresh? With HelloFresh, you get farm fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit. HelloFresh delivers pre-portioned ingredients to your door, including farm fresh produce that arrives within a week. So you get convenience without skimping on quality. Skip trips to the grocery store, saving you the long wait lines and ensuring you don't waste money on excess food. HelloFresh has fit and wholesome recipes for satisfying and nutritious meals that you could feel good about, with 6 recipes per week to choose from, including low-calorie and carb-conscious options. For HelloFresh offers the flexibility you need to easily customize your order online or in the app, easily change your delivery day, food preferences, and plan size, or skip a week whenever you need to. Customize your favorite dishes with their new Hello Custom offerings by swapping out one protein or side for another, upgrading for a more luxe experience, or even adding protein to a veggie meal. That means more choices, more variety, and more meals truly tailored to you. And also a reminder that Green Chef is now owned by HelloFresh. And with our wider array of meal plans to choose from, there's something for everyone. We love switching between the brands, and now you guys can too, with a discount from the CAGcast. We have been HelloFresh customers for years. I had HelloFresh for dinner tonight. I had the shrimp fajita tacos. They were delicious.
I had the mushroom cavatappi.
The mushroom cavatappi.
There.
Yeah, the creamy dreamy mushroom cavatappi.
That's the one. That's a staple here.
That is an all-timer. That is an all-time classic.
That was fun to make. Because you're just like you've got 2 different like pot. You got one pot and one skillet, right? And you're just like throwing stuff into both of them, and things are bubbling. You're mixing it up. You're like, I'm pretty sure I'm screwing this up, but you get done with it, and you're like, nope, I did it great.
I got food, and it's good, and everybody's eating it.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Those are I like it. That was pretty much the shrimp tacos. I mean, that's just one skillet, and you're throwing in. I don't think I ever ate a poblano pepper in my life until HelloFresh. And now when I see one of the choices for the week has poblano peppers in it, I'm like, we're getting the poblano pepper one because I like those a lot. Anyway,
stick that right in my eyes.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm gonna don't touch certain parts. Don't forget to go to hellofresh.com/CAGcast16 and use code CAGcast16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 free gifts. That's hellofresh.com/CAGcast16 and use code CAGcast16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 free gifts.
Nice.
HelloFresh,
Fresh.
America's #1 meal kit.
It's just
Sorry.
Yeah, now we're good. Now we're done.
Whew. New releases.
Yeah.
I've been playing on the Game Pass. I've been playing Infernax.
Is that I tried that.
I like it a lot.
That's the 8-bit game, right?
It's more like a 32-bit game that's trying to look like an 8-bit game, but probably better than a 32. It's Castlevania.
I couldn't get into it, but I'm glad you like it.
You might not be good at it. I don't know. Is that what it is?
That's what it is. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No. I know why I don't like it.
Right.
I don't recall saying this game is bad. There's a difference. No. I said I don't like it. That's two different things.
Right. It's more up my alley. Like it's a pattern-based recognition, old retro type of game that's I mean it's Castlevania, right? They made a Castlevania game. Good. It seems a lot like Castlevania, and like it does like the shifts when you're going into like boss battles to where it's got kind of that 8-bit, 16-bit orchestral type of music that you would expect out of something like this.
Nice.
So and it's got the same thing, like where you get hit and you have that helpless like jump backwards type of thing whenever you get hit. It's got all the Castlevania stuff.
They stole all the good stuff.
Yeah, they stole all the good stuff. There's plenty of like saves spaces. There's I don't know what it's like the classic mode and the casual mode. There's 2 different modes. I've been playing on classic mode because I have not found it overly difficult or frustrating, but you can switch down to casual mode. And I think what that does is it doesn't take away all of your money and experience that you earn between saves.
Wombat casual mode.
Oh, I tried it in casual mode. It just wasn't for me.
Oh.
Not everything is for everybody. But that doesn't mean, like I said, that doesn't mean it's bad.
I like it because it has a good progression to it so far. Like I feel like it's easy enough to upgrade your characters. You're going around, you get new magic spells. I'm through. I'm on the 2nd castle, so I've beat 2 bosses so far.
Nice.
So, yeah, I like that. Infernax.
I checked it out. I decided that it might not be for me. I mean, I looked at pictures and stuff.
Yeah, it probably is not for you either.
I like Symphony of the Night. I remember that I have good memories of that, but maybe not today. Maybe not in 2022.
Yeah.
Did you get the $110 version of Dynasty Warriors 9?
I got 3 of them just in case.
I wanted to make sure that you got that.
Oh yeah, I'm all about that.
That got Lulu in it.
I can't even remember the last time I played a Dynasty Warriors game. Have they changed it all?
Not really.
Well, this is an Empires one, so that signifies something.
It's bigger.
No,
Han Solo's in it. What does that mean?
I don't. I'm sure it's a great
it's a quality game.
Dynasty Warriors game.
Meanwhile, there's a game.
Are they really like 9 seems impossible. Like they have to be like in the 20s by now, right?
I think it's because, as you specified, there's Dynasty Warriors and Dynasty Warriors Empires.
No, they're counting backwards.
What?
From 100.
What's the end game here?
They go negative. You know, these wacky Japanese titles. They throw some German in there, some negative numbers. Why not?
Because there was a Dynasty Warriors 9 that came out in 2018.
Oh, that's only 4 years ago.
This is Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires.
Right.
So it
Tell
has
us what that
battlefield
signifies.
strategy
We'll never
There we
know.
go.
and political intrigue.
And Lubu. Lubu has a
Lu-
special outfit.
And Lubu.
There's
Okay.
there's a game on Nintendo Switch called Blackberry Honey that's coming out this week.
Sounds delicious.
I want you guys to check that out and report back.
I'm still working on watermelon sugar.
Right. Yep. Or Derpy Conga is another game. These all sound like Switch Gamer Knots, but I didn't do anything to this list at all.
Nope.
Well, there's 4 different Kingdom Hearts game coming out for the Switch this week too.
Intergrum is a word you could use. to
Oh, you
put
know
in
what
your
game I
title of the game.
tried? I'll include it here because it's on Game Pass.
Hmm.
I did play a little of Paparazzi. Did you try that yet, Chip? I feel like
No, I saw it, but I have not tried it.
you are. I mean, you're not actually a person. I think you're like a robot, but your job is to take photographs of dogs in a world that's pretty much populated by nothing but dogs, and you have to take special pictures of each dog. And that's the whole game. And you unlock different lenses, like fisheye lenses, and you could pet all the different dogs. And it's like little areas similar. Think like Tony Hawk style challenges, but not Tony Hawk game. Like, take a picture inside the arcade, take a picture, clean out the skate rink, then take a picture of the dogs on the skate rink.
That's all right.
So yeah, and there's like a little checklist of the 5 things you need to do in each area.
I see.
then-
Sorry, I got distracted because I see there's a new Atari Recharge game
Yeah,
this
there's
week.
Atari Breakout, which
Breakout
I looked at.
Recharge. Is it
I looked-
good?
I didn't play it. But
I feel like I need to play that.
I'm always hesitant to play Breakout games
Are you more of
without.
an Arkanoid guy?
I need a knob or a ball to really enjoy it.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
I need
Knobs
I
and
need I need,
balls.
I
That's what
need
she
knobs
said.
and balls. Look,
Yeah,
I either need the knob
right. How big
Or
of a
the-
knob we talking here?
or the
do you need?
I need the ball
It's gross.
Uh-huh.
or then I need the knob.
Right.
It's only
Knob,
$10. That's not a
ball.
lot. That seems cheap for a game that's recharged.
Knob ball.
That's the right price for a recharged game.
Mhm.
They all charge. They're all $10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought they're trying to slip in a cheap one here.
No, I think they're all $10. I mean, you can get through those games and get all the achievements in like a couple hours,
Right,
but it's an enjoyable couple of hours usually.
right. We just haven't played this one.
I would like to hear Shipwreck's point of view on if you tell me it's worth my $10, I will get it.
Breakout's a good game.
I know I do
They-
like a good.
They did a good
Breakout.
job with Breakout when they came up with that.
Should they have done Breakout or should they have done Kaboom? Oh no, that's Activision, right?
Yeah, that's
It looks
that's
cool.
Microsoft.
I'm looking at a video of it. It looks pretty cool.
Activision.
I mean, that seems like when they couldn't screw up too bad, right?
Right. You just put some trails in and some techno music, and they got co-op in there too. Perfect.
All the recharge games have co-op.
Oh, how come they don't send me the codes for this? It's only $10, and it's cost them nothing anyway. Even if they were, it was $100. They don't
You
even
could
write
just
me
pay
back. They usually send me like telling me about it and say, hey, request a code. And then I request the code. And it's like, come on, it's fucking Pong. What else in new releases?
Ziggurat 2. I didn't realize that was out.
Ziggurat 2 is out.
Thank you for letting me know on that.
No
I
problem.
don't
That's
even
I'm
remember
here
what
for.
that is.
That was the game that had the pyramid, right? Pretty sure.
No, I wasn't into that. I don't like pyramids.
You don't like pyramids?
No. Reminds me of my people being slaves in Egypt so long ago. In the hot desert, carrying those huge stones.
I remember those times.
Those were tough times.
You were like, "Let my people go," and Pharaoh
Let
was like,
my people go.
Pharaoh's like, "No," and you're like, "I'm gonna drop frogs on you," and he was like, "I don't give a crap."
It was
And
so
you were like,
hot.
I'm gonna do it. Frogs.
It was so
and the
hot.
next day, there were frogs everywhere.
Yep.
And then he was like, still
sweating.
not letting everyone go, and you're like, "Fine, boils it is.
Yep.
Everyone's getting boils."
That's why I look like this.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anything? Are we still on new releases?
I think we're good.
Mm-hmm.
What about the Cyberpunk next gen upgrade? Does that count as a new release? Because I played some of that.
We'll count it. I would like to know how far along you got, and B, how your experience has been. Because I booted it up.
Right. It's like
I did the update.
This is like Murderville to Shipwreck for me. Like I just keep falling asleep during the cutscenes.
Oh yeah, no, the first I think I got like 7 hours in, and I want to say it's like the first 4 hours or so.
They don't let you do anything.
Nothing.
They you know the part where you get into this guy's limo? It's like it's got to be in the first hour and a half. You get into this guy's limo, and he starts talking to you. And I went to the gym this morning, and I worked hard, and the guy's talking to me, and literally I wake up, and the guy's saying hello, because you know when you let the dialogue options expire, they prompt you. I literally fell asleep, and the game is yelling at me. It's like your nightmare, right? Like it's like no, I just turned it off. Took a nap.
How did it look?
It looks good. So it's got the two graphic modes, the ray tracing mode, which is 30 frames per second, and the performance mode, which is 60. But like the gunplay, it doesn't feel like Call of Duty or Apex Legends. It feels very like someone who hasn't
like an RPG version of shooting.
Yeah, which sucks. Like it doesn't feel good. And I don't know if it's like feels any better at the 60 frames per second, but I did turn off the blur, the motion blur. That helped. That was ridiculous. Like you can't even fucking turn. It's just like, but the game at times looks very pretty, but maybe I was expecting it to look a little better. I don't know. Like it wasn't, I don't know. I like the cars. The cars look good. I'm into that. Like, do you get a lot of car customization going in the future?
I don't know. I know there's a lot of cars you could like
buy or get.
Yeah, you could buy a lot of cars.
You didn't play a lot of this?
I played like 7 hours.
Oh, that's not a lot.
And then I booted, like I said, I booted it up, and I went to go do like it said to go here to start the next like real mission. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go start the next mission, and the one's like, you need 15,000 credits. I'm like, but I only have 7,000.
Right, I remember.
Like, well, then come back when you have 15,000 credits. I'm like, oh, I guess I'm going to do side missions then. So, so the guy's like, hey, just drive here, get the thing, and then bring it back. So I go to the spot, which is all the way on the other side of the map, of course. And I get there, and that's it. It was like, and yeah, then there's like other guys I had to shoot, and it looks fine. I think it looks a lot better, actually.
You tried the ray tracing mode?
Yeah, I tried the ray tracing mode. I wanted to see, I don't need 60 frames per second. I can barely see it 10 frames per second normally. So, why not try?
It looks a lot more cinematic with the 30 frames and the ray tracing.
Yeah, I like that. I like this, some nice reflections in the rain and that kind of cool stuff.
It didn't look bad before I played it on Xbox One X, right?
Yeah.
Or Series X, whatever this thing is over there.
Yeah.
I didn't have problems with it before. It was mainly the game just felt
janky.
I'm fine with jank. I like jank.
During the tutorial for this, when I played this, there's some guy telling you how to fucking shoot a gun or whatever. He T-posed for me for like 1 second. He just T-posed. I was like, Perfect. What the fuck is going on? I was like, oh yeah, I remember. This game's got
that's
unintentional T-posing.
I like to be reminded I'm playing a video game. That's part of the fun.
But there was ray tracing. There was ray tracing in that T-pose.
Yeah. I think I just had I don't know. The world itself, like maneuvering around the world seemed overly cumbersome, like to get from place to place and kind of like figure out where you were going. Like once you got to some place and you shot the people and you had the story stuff, it was fine. It was just like, I don't know that I needed this world to explore because
the world,
I'm not enjoying and exploring the world.
I think the game also would have benefited from a more streamlined experience.
Well, I'm not giving up yet.
No, don't give up. I hope you enjoy it. I think there's a quality game in there. It's just
Maybe they
it was
fix some
asking a
things.
little bit too much of me.
I will also try to play more. I have no work next week. I'm off. I took the week off.
Nice.
So yeah, full week off. The kids have no school, and we're like going to be doing stuff with the kids, but we're not going away. So a staycation, I think that's what that's called.
Right.
So hopefully I'll get some Cyberpunk time in there. Like they picked a good week, I guess, for them to do this big upgrade, because I'll play that next week.
Yeah, I was
that's why
excited.
They picked it. I'm sure that's why they picked it.
They're like, oh, winter break. We got to get this upgrade out. So
Dallo in the chat is pointing out that I should tell my tale of download shame. How I was complaining in the CAGcast Discord about why my download was capping out at 100 megabits.
This was like a real wombat move that you pulled.
It's pretty bad. I didn't realize that I was using like some shitty fucking cable to connect my Xbox to. I have like wall jacks here for Ethernet, and they topped out at 100, and I'm paying for a gigabit. So the Discord was laughing at me because I'm stupid. But it works great now. Now I can download it like 500.
Cool.
Because that was like a 60 gigabyte download there for that upgrade. Anyway, is that it for the new releases?
Yeah, but I thought we stopped talking about.
No, that was the new releases. That was the new release, we said.
I know.
And what about Horizon Forbidden? What's it called? Horizon Forbidden West? No, what's that called?
Is that out? Isn't that not out yet?
Friday, I guess.
Is that Friday? Okay.
It'll be on next week's show.
Okay. What's it called? What's the game called?
It's called Horizon.
I think
It's called Horizon. You don't even have the console that this game's good on.
No, it's on PlayStation 4.
It's not the same thing.
They said it's good though. They said like
it's not the same thing.
They said
it's not the same. They said.
I saw the video. You can watch if you have a PS4 Pro, you can't play it at 60 frames per second. You don't have a Pro?
No.
You know Pro? No Pro?
No, I do not have a play.
I got a Pro. It's not plugged in, but I got it.
Yeah. Again, no.
I would play it on a Pro, but I could also wait.
I feel like the positive thing is that by the time I'm able to find a PlayStation 5, the games that are out on it that I'm missing are all going to be like $30.
Or on their subscription plan.
Or on their subscription plan, yeah.
On PlayStation Game Pass.
Play Pass.
I'm trying to think of what even you would play that, like
Ratchet and Clank.
Ratchet and Clank,
Spider-Man. Ratchet and Clank, Miles Morales, and 45% of Horizon before I decide that hitting robot dogs with a stick is boring.
Boo. That game was good. The first one was good.
That game is hitting robots with a stick for like 40 hours. And I'm supposed to be like,
more than sticks. You have more than sticks.
This world is magical.
I finished that game. It was good.
Clunk.
And the story was good.
Clunk.
The story was good. The acting was good, and the graphics were great.
The combat was boring.
The combat was too hard for you. You couldn't remember the buttons.
It was boring. It was hitting robots with a stick.
They were fucking giant dinosaurs. They were robot dinosaurs. How could that be boring?
Because they're not real dinosaurs. You know what's cool? When you fight a real dinosaur and you stab the dinosaur and there's like blood and stuff. Or you like stab the dinosaur in the knee and it falls down. That would be like, and it makes sounds and there's
not everything needs to be bloody
feeling to it, as opposed to stabbing a robot.
Ooh.
It'd be like, oh look, I'm fighting cars. Look at me, I got a stick and I'm gonna fight some cars.
That would be good.
Reminds me, we've been playing a lot of Marvel's Avengers lately because Dashl's been playing that as well.
That's a lot of fighting robots too.
A lot of fighting robots.
That's different though. Humanoid robots. It's no good. There's no joy in shooting humanoid robots or beating up humanoid robots. Limited joy. Giant robot dinosaurs.
Both the he played through the Black Panther and the man Hawkeye. Like Clinton Barton.
Hawkman.
Yeah. Well, there's two different expansions, right? There's the female.
How the fuck did they do that?
Kate Bishop, and then the male Hawkeye.
It's still so weird that was the decision they made. Like, and we're gonna you've been waiting patiently. Here's our first character, Kate Bishop. And everyone's like,
it's like whoever owns the
Yeah.
Does someone get extra kickbacks whenever they use the Hawkeye IP? Who was working on this game? There's got to be
He's
some
one of the best
scam.
characters in the game to play
Yes.
with, though.
Yes. Hawkeye is great in that game. That's not the point, but
Right.
yes.
Right.
Yeah.
We're trying to get people to play this game. Not, that's the point.
Yeah. I don't know. None of the all of the DLC, it's pretty underwhelming for that game as well. You play through it, they added some stuff, but at the same time, you're still fighting a lot of robots, and they're not very long, those DLC.
No, well, they were
additions.
free.
They were, but like, what else? Like,
And how about that Black Panther boss fight at the end?
oh boy. It only took me 3 times, but Dash was playing that on easy to begin with, and so it taking me 3 times on easy to beat this thing.
That's not good. That's not easy.
No.
It doesn't sound easy.
Think
to me.
about how frustrated I was.
Right. How many times did it take you?
Oh, it had to have taken me like 6 times. If it took him 3, it probably took me 6.
Yeah, to be fair, the first time it's a timed boss battle, but I didn't realize it was a timed boss battle.
No, you have no idea it's a timed boss battle until you die.
I fucking hate that.
Yeah. So there was like some like floating robot turrets off to the side that I wasn't really paying attention to. But if you don't kill those in time, then it just like puts the failure message up.
And there's shields on the turret, so you can only
attack them at certain times. And I could never figure out. Like, I just was sitting there watching them, waiting for the shield to go down. I had no idea why. But
it's a terrible boss fight. Avengers the game.
Who's the next character coming out?
None. I'm gonna go with a big none. They did announce today, actually.
What do you mean none? It's got to be somebody.
Nick Fury is coming to the game, but as of right now, they've only said as an NPC.
Huh.
Okay, but they were looking for him in the Hawkeye DLC.
Yeah,
that's not that exciting. All right.
No, I never. Didn't say it was.
Are we up to GBD's Wombat's fortnightly news?
I thought we were already in it.
Oh, well, it's all around us.
All right, Fortnite. Speaking of Uncharted characters are coming to Fortnite.
Yes, and not just Uncharted characters, but Tom Holland specifically.
Yeah, but it's going to be one low price for both the styles.
What's the price?
They have not announced that yet.
Ooh.
My guess
How do you know it's low?
It's going to be 1,500 V-Bucks for the skin, and there'll probably be like a bundle version for like 2,300 or 2,400.
What is that in real people's money?
15 would probably be like was that like $12?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
are you down with this?
I'm not a huge Uncharted guy, but as I always say, I always like it when Fortnite releases skins that I don't care about, because then I'm not tempted to spend any money. So
nice. You don't have to collect them all.
Yeah. I don't feel like I need to get it then. It's not like when they put out Captain America and I'm like, oh, it's Captain America.
Right. Take my money.
Did you pretend that he was Peter Parker?
No, I have Spider-Man. There was a Tom Holland Spider-Man, which I did not get the Tom Holland Spider-Man. So yeah, Tom Holland will be the second celebrity to be in there twice. The first being Zendaya.
Why is she in there twice?
She was in there for both Dune and as Mary Jane.
Wait, they did Dune in Fortnite?
They did Dune. Yeah, you could play Fortnite as Timothée Chalamet. You didn't know that?
I must have missed that week of the CAGcast where we do these announcements.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can play a whole game running around where everyone in it is a real person. You get your Timothée Chalamets, your Zendayas, your Tom Hollands, your Dwayne Johnsons. I have a Tom Hardy. I actually do have the Tom Hardy Venom. So there's that.
It's pretty cool to be a character in Fortnite. I mean,
yeah. The NFL made that tweet when The Rock was doing the introduction. That was their post.
It's the guy from
Fortnite. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it is pretty cool. Like, they don't just let anybody do that.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be big time.
Yep.
What else we got?
There are 500 million Epic Games accounts.
I got one.
They should all be using creator code Wombat5277.
The reason why there's so many accounts is because they give away all those games and spend all that money giving away all those games. It did work. The plan worked. They spent all the Fortnite dollars on acquiring new customers for Epic Game Store. I wonder if those people actually go on to buy games in the future, or they're just popping in for those free games every month or so. And
they're buying those Timothy Chalamet skins.
No, but those are two different things.
I
right?
know. I'm teasing.
I wonder. Yeah, sure. Steam didn't have to do that. Do you think Gabe is laughing?
I don't know. I mean, Epic seems to be doing okay for themselves.
Yeah, I don't. There's room for everybody.
All those Zendaya skins probably, really padded the bank account.
I know. They got to have the Euphoria collection next.
Oh my God, that show is so crazy. You don't watch that, right?
No, I don't. But Sabrina asked me tonight if she could. And I was like, I don't think so.
There were a lot of penises in the first 2 episodes of this season. It's pretty fucked up. I think it's too intense for her.
Apparently all of her friends are watching it. And I'm like, I don't know.
It's not like Squid Game where it's just basically like cartoon violence. This is like these people have serious fucking problems and they're in situations where like, of course, I
told her maybe to try Peacemaker first if she really wants to watch.
Those are two completely different things. Like, yeah,
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
I know what I'm doing. This isn't my first day.
Deflect to the hardcore dick jokes and not just the hard dicks, basically, which is something that you see in Euphoria season 2. You see erect penises in your area, flaccid penises, erect penises. All kinds of penises. Big penises, small penises. They got you covered. What else we got here, Wombat?
Let's see. What are we up to? Oh, this was sort of the big news.
Yes.
Is that Nintendo is closing the 3DS and Wii U shops in 2023 and has no plans to offer classic content in other ways. So I'm actually surprised they're doing it to the 3DS so soon. Wii U is not like, oh my God, not the Wii U. But I'm a little surprised that they're phasing out the 3DS shops. I mean, I know they're not making them anymore, but I don't know.
You feel like they could still sell games on those stores? I feel
like they could still sell games on the. I mean, it's still viable. Well, not viable in the sense that if you own one, it probably still works.
Right.
Thing.
You can't put out Blackberry Honey on the DS.
I'm not saying that to put out new games. I'm just saying, like, how much could it cost them to keep the shop open?
They're lazy.
I don't know.
But how much are they? I hate this because obviously everybody wants to have the shops go on forever and have games be able to be played, like, because all those games just kind of go away if you don't buy them.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, Nintendo's not making any money on the 3DS store.
I'll take your word for it. I mean, that must be it. I'm sure they did the math and they're like, this just isn't worth it anymore. It's just surprising to me that it's not worth it to them that it's surprising that we've hit that point with the 3DS.
It sucks that like they're just not interested in like maintaining it, right? Like
they're ready to move on.
Like that's what Microsoft is doing so well right now, right? It's like, oh, we'll just make all these games backwards compatible, as many as we can within licensing deal like situations.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee that's not all just like profit for them, right? They know that they're building a like goodwill through that, and Nintendo is just like, I don't care about goodwill. Buy our release of this stuff,
right?
We don't really care if you're buying like the downloadable versions of our old stuff, like. We don't care about the third party stuff that's out there that you care about. We just want you to sell you a new Mario Strikers.
That looked good.
Yeah.
You saw the best part of this story though, right? How they had on Nintendo's website, they had like a Q&A about this situation. And apparently they had a section that they took off after they realized how fucking stupid it was that they even put it on there. It was basically saying like, the question was like, Like, why are you doing this to us? It was them trying to explain, like really clumsily explain, like how they're not supporting the old games anymore, and basically just you got to take it or leave it of what we're doing. If you don't like what we're doing, then too bad. There's not going to be any other options in the future. We're not even considering it. Just sign up for this online service thing and take your free game, a couple free games that we decide to throw you away, and there's no other alternative. And somehow they decided to put that up on the website, and then eventually somebody saw that and was like, no, take that down. That to me was the best part of the story. Because the other parts I don't really care about.
Yeah, and then of course all the posts about, hey, time to pirate all these games, right? Time to jailbreak and pirate all these games came out.
Because we're going to lose them for,
Yeah. And so I don't know, like Nintendo's probably factored that in as well, right? Maybe they can make more off lawsuits than they can selling 3DS digital games.
Crazier things have happened.
I think they lose money on some of these lawsuits. But anyway, yeah, I just thought that website thing was funny. How they they thought that was a good idea. What else we got here, Wombat?
We've got this. Apparently, this was, I don't know how real this is, but Destin Legere retweeted it, and he's usually pretty good about these things. So apparently EA had an all hands where they discussed the failed launch of Battlefield 2042 internally.
Okay.
And they blamed part of it on Halo Infinite coming out.
For sure.
Basically, yeah. And that if there wasn't a Halo Infinite, the game would have done better.
Definitely, I agree.
But they had a month before. I don't know much about Battlefield 2042 other than people did not seem to like it.
It seemed just like the older ones. It didn't seem like it had evolved that much.
I don't know. There's nothing really bad about it, I would say. Like it's perfect. It's perfectly playable from, I've probably played, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours of it total.
Right.
And I was having an okay time in it, but at the same time, it was completely dependent upon like if I was like in a good vehicle with people who knew what they were doing, right? Otherwise, it's just like running to the same spot and getting killed.
It doesn't seem to do much that's like super compelling. I thought like the most interesting thing about that game was, I forgot what they call that mode. Like, I don't think it was a Portal.
I forgot what they called that mode.
No. There was a mode where you could set up like battling like World War II soldiers versus the future army, or like the Vietnam War versus all this shit. That looked really cool. And it also looked like if that launched with the game, like it would make for good marketing materials, like just like native viral. I could see like shit going viral, like, oh, look how weird it is when you fight, 30 tanks versus.
But when's the last time you played Halo Infinite?
I think, well, that's a whole nother story. That's a different story.
Like, isn't Halo Infinite also like hemorrhaging its audience?
Halo Infinite needs a battle royale mode very badly because it feels really old school still, because it hasn't really added anything that
so Battlefield has lost its audience to a game that's losing its audience. I mean, it's like I mean, they're not wrong. Like it certainly hurt them, especially since Halo was free if you had Game Pass. So certainly that is
that's the big part of it, right?
Yeah, of course.
Like Battlefield, if it came out as a free to play type of thing, totally different scenario to start with. You're a lot more forgiving, but like releasing it as a okay online shooter.
The chat, I mean, Shoeless JP is saying people in general are not happy with it due to how many features they intentionally took out. Polyobject 27, they stripped out so many benefits. Diesoft's missing features from launch and hear nothing but bugs. So apparently there are a lot of problems with Battlefield 2042, where if they had released a superior product, maybe they wouldn't have to worry so much about a game that's, not even on the PlayStation.
Another game that came out like a year too early, maybe.
Maybe.
That's what it sounds like. It's a lot of that going around.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them just got updated today.
Woohoo!
And it's still probably glitchy as fuck. What else we got here? We talked about Horizon, and that it does. I did watch several comparison videos for Horizon Forbidden West.
I don't want to play PlayStation 5 games on a PlayStation.
But it's not a PlayStation 5 game. That's the point. It's a PlayStation. It runs great on It's there's a lot more PlayStation 4s out there than there are PlayStation 5. So the majority of the people will be playing this on a PlayStation 4 of some sort. All right, let's see what else we got here. Oh, just a quick mention from Cheapy Stupid PC Corner. Amazon has got like a hit on their hands with this Lost Ark game, and it's the second most played game in Steam history after just 24 hours.
Is that like an MMO? Is that what that is?
Yeah, like Diablo-ish too, I think.
Is it? I don't know.
But it's free. It's free to play.
Okay.
But I don't want to. It seems
I don't really pay attention to PC only games that I can't play, so I don't know anything about it.
It seems like a time suck and a cash grab. So I think I'm going to skip it. It seems like it's not for me. But I just thought Amazon had a lot of failures, and it seems like they're turning the corner, because didn't they have another hit like a couple months ago?
Yes, I already forgot what that game was called, but yes,
Lost World or something. What is that? Well, no, this is Lost Ark, so it can't be Lost World.
I don't know. That would be like a good
the Lost series.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
Lost Packages, Lost World. It's all the
same. This says it was released in South Korea in 2018 and is just now getting released in Europe and North America.
That was like their focus group. Is that how they know it's good? They tested on the South Koreans.
I mean, it's 4 years.
Oh, the other game was called New World, by the way.
Okay, I was close. Lost.
Yeah.
Ark, New World. Yeah, I'm not going to play either of those probably. Okay.
Stick with Genshin Impact.
Not playing that either. Ty likes that. The high school kids like that.
Yes, and middle schoolers. My daughter's not in high school yet.
Right.
She has 4 months to go.
Enjoy that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's move on to the CAG bag. It's time, even though there's only one question, unless someone in the chat comes up with some questions real quick. This is from Shanafan. He really wanted to make sure I asked this question for some reason. You should ask Ship on this week's show if he will open his sealed GTA 5 once that next-gen patch comes out this year. Maybe? Are you saving your GTA 5? I mean, they made so many of them. I can't believe it would be worth anything.
Oh, no. I'm not saving it for anything. No, this isn't an investment opportunity.
It's aging like a fine wine. He has it in the game cellar.
Yeah.
I have to get around the hard drives on these things at this point, right? Because everything is such an investment to put it on there. Like even that Cyberpunk, I know I've deleted that off my console quite a while ago. And now if I want to go check it out again, I've got to re-download it and reinstall it and take other games off that I have to decide that I'm done with. Basically.
Make sure you got the right cable when you do that.
I had to bump Far Cry 6 from my console to put Cyberpunk on it.
I feel like one day I might finish that. I'm so close. It was the same.
I felt the same way too. I'm like, I think I'm going to finish this one day. But then I was like, but
there's so many controls I don't remember anymore.
Yeah. And I also put Madden on my hard drive because that's going free on Friday. And I, did never finish the trial. Whatever.
I wonder if they're going to do that with hockey. I want free hockey.
I'm sure soon. I mean, it's always the same with Madden. It's always the Friday after the Super Bowl. It goes free they add it to EA Play or whatever it's called now.
Right.
Yeah, they always
realize
do that.
Madden next year will have the Bengals as the default team.
Nice.
That is crazy.
You think it's going to have some like Madden memorial on the cover, right? It's got to.
Yeah.
Emotional cover.
Black armband edition.
It should be just Madden on the cover.
Mm-hmm.
And he can't be cursed because he's dead already.
They should do original cover. They should just redo the original Madden cover.
Oh, like this? Hold on. I don't know if this is the original one, but this is an old one.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Yeah, like an old school John Madden football, just him on the cover.
Hey, how about that? With his arms up and his sleeves rolled up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So did you answer Shanafan's question, Chip?
Oh, maybe I'll open it. I don't know. It's not high on my list of things to do.
It's not the kind of thing where he has to lock in an answer and stick to it.
I don't know.
Right.
Shanafan, it was important to him. He'll remind you. Chip,
Yeah,
don't worry.
fine.
Shanafan hit you up.
When it comes, how long does it take for that game to get going? Is this another?
It's a Grand Theft Auto game, so about 27 hours.
Right. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't remember. All right.
Is that the one where you play as the 3 different people? Like there's the dirtbag in the trailers.
Right. The rich, like the mafia guy whose wife hates him.
Guy. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to remember if I like that at all. I don't know. Whatever. Okay.
Right.
Everybody's played it but me, apparently.
Well, you're going to benefit because they're going to probably change a lot of
right. I've been waiting for this version.
It'll be the best version. Like they'll make the combat better. It'll be perfect. All right, I think that's it. We don't have any other CAGcast. Nobody wanted to submit any questions this week. I solicited often, and I was ignored. Like happens a lot.
Yeah, we got a full show
about the Bengals. Nobody could think of any questions.
Polyobject says, any thoughts on the Steam Deck? I guess it's coming out. It's starting to ship soon for people. We didn't order it. Not for us.
Best of luck.
That's for different nerds.
I think it's a really cool device that I don't know what the long-term strategy is from Steam on.
Nerds.
Is there a Steam Deck 2 that will be coming out?
Sure. Fuck yeah.
You think?
If they sell
all the rest of their hardware has been a one and done, right? They've never had something that's come around for a 2.
Well, they never made like a machine that plays games before, right? They've only made controllers and
and cloud things and
right? Streaming things. It's a good point, Chip. It's not a bad point. They do seem to like be one and done.
I just don't know what the continued support strategy is for something like that. Like you're in a cycle of computer like just processors and RAM and like you're making new PCs then.
Yes. It's like a cell phone.
Yeah.
So how often do you update?
Yeah. And then like
never. I'm guessing never.
Right. That's my guess too, is I think this is like a one and done type of thing, which will be great for like a while, right? For the people who bought it. But I just don't see them supporting it long term. It's like, this is our business strategy, the Steam Deck.
It's not. This is like Gabe said, hey, wouldn't it be cool if we did this? And here's a bunch of money to do it. And I'm going to go over here and do some other shit. Let me know when it's done. All right. I think that's it, Wombat. Anything to close us out with?
Just remember to go visit our friends at HelloFresh at hellofresh.com/CAGcast16 and use code CAGcast16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 free gifts. Also, if you're getting anything on the Epic Game Store or in Fortnite, please use my creator code Wombat5277. And that's all I got.
All right. We'll not see you next week. We're off next week.
Yep.
We'll see you the week after. That's it.
Bread stud.